Oh, man, I love it. Oh, my gosh. I don't even know if my kids liked the Daytripper that much.
Because we're going to talk about nuclear fusion.
I've never seen you bring a notepad to the podcast ever. I think it's finally time to kill the mockingbird. As the state bird of Texas has had its time, and we need to replace it because it was a bad choice from the very beginning. Yeehaw! Well, howdy, folks. Welcome back to the Daytripper podcast. It's June. God, I mean, I don't want to be that guy who always like, man, where's the year going?
The time
but anyway,
in my day.
it is, I know. All of a sudden I went to grumpy old grandpa. It is June. I'm Chet. That's Daniel. Thank y'all for listening so much to the Daytripper podcast. Yeah, dude, the summer is here. Got any summer plans?
Well, I'm wearing a hoodie, so
dude,
I don't know.
Why are you wearing a black hoodie?
Well, I know.
Johnny Cash.
I do have
man.
shorts on though.
I've
got
got shorts
white
on.
legs right now.
I'm showing all kind of white thigh over here for those on the
Spilled
YouTube
my
video.
drink
Something
here.
special for y'all.
Oh,
Something
my
special.
gosh.
Hey, dude, we're both going to Florida.
That is crazy.
Your
Not together.
plans. Tell people your plans.
I know. We're finally doing something I can't believe we've been saying forever we're going to do it, and we're finally doing it. We're going to Disney World.
Whoa! That's good, dude. You're going to love it.
I think so I've been once in my life, and coincidentally, it was with my now wife, because at the time we were dating.
Oh,
So it was nearly 20 years ago.
You showed her that you're going to be a baller.
Did I fool her? It's like, you're going to get this anytime. You see the mouse and the goofy? Yeah, anytime you want, baby. Yeah, that didn't happen because 20 years later, and
that's good, man.
Finally making it happen.
Dude,
our girls
are going to lose their minds.
They're going to lose their minds.
Are you prepping? Are you like watching Disney movies? Kind of like
movies? Oh,
well,
no.
Dude.
We've been prepping with like ride length and time and when to get in the orders, the logistics, and I'm so not prepared for this,
dude. But you need to you've got a certain baseline of movies you have to watch,
okay,
so that you're prepared. Like, and if your girls have never seen Avatar, they're gonna walk into the Avatar world and be just completely lost.
It won't hit the same.
It won't hit.
Yeah.
So there are some
That's
things,
a good point.
and like, okay, do you need to go back and watch Peter Pan? Probably not, but there are some of the modern rides that you need.
Sure.
You need to be like. Guardians of the Galaxy has a whole ride.
Yes.
So if you're going to do that, you need to at least to be a little fresh on it.
We've seen basically all of them, but I think it's a great point. We need to have a refresher before we go.
Yeah.
We also opted to drive there.
So.
I mean, it's like, do I spend like $2,500, $3,000 to fly, or do I, just book it there and drive?
Ah, man.
So, I will say this. Last time when we were dating, Jordan and I, and we went nonstop from Austin to Orlando.
Straight ahead, baby.
That I will never do again. So at least this time we're going to stop halfway and have a casual, we'll eat dinner, we'll get some rest, and then we'll
Last time we did it, we brought our kids and overnightted in NOLA, New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
Which was a blast.
You got to go down a little bit to get to that one.
You do, but it doesn't add a whole lot of time. And you get to show them, Cafe Du Monde, this is what a beignet is.
We did that. Where did we go? I think we went to Destin a long time ago, and on our way back, we stopped there, and the girls were like, this place is kind of scary. I don't know. And I was like, it has changed in the last, because I hadn't been there in 10 or 15 years at that point. And I was
we were only on Bourbon Street in the daytime, which is daytime, someone needs to 100%. Mop this road. This is gross.
Although I wasn't fooled by the man who said, I bet I can tell you where you got them shoes.
Oh, that guy, he's there.
I told him, I was like, on my feet in New Orleans. And he goes, you know it, man. All right, give me some. And I was like, yeah, that's right, because I got fooled last time.
Yeah,
I lost $1 on that one.
Yeah, you got to kind of be street smart when you go to Bourbon Street, for sure.
But it was fun, and so we're not going to New Orleans, but we are going to stop on the way.
That's awesome, man.
Looking forward to Disney World. But we're going to
Universal.
So
the reason I ask about fielding my son made me a list of it's like, before we go in a week, we got to watch these 25 movies. It's like, because of all the rides that are themed after the movies.
Yeah.
We've gone to Disney twice as a family. And we always said, when are we going to Universal? And it's one of those, to do both just feels like a lot. So this time we're only doing Universal, but there's 3 or 4 different parks. just like
That's
Disney.
right, and I didn't
'Cause
realize
it's got
that.
Harry Potter World. It's got a whole bunch. I think the DC, Marvel's got Disney locked up. DC might have that one.
Yeah.
you know. So, but the new Harry Potter World is all themed off of what's the Fantastic Beasts. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, which is a Harry Potter universe thing.
That's right.
Haven't seen any of that.
Oh man.
So that's, I think, the top of the list to like, you know, do a marathon of those movies, because now there's like, and there the three of those.
so many. So here, kind of crazy. We know 2 days for sure we're going to be at Disney World. I'm trying to talk. I haven't gotten the 3rd day of tickets yet because I'm holding out, being like, "Hey, can we go to Universal? Because I kind of want to do Harry Potter."
Well, I've only seen the pictures of Diagon Alley with the dragon breathing
so
fire,
cool.
dude. It looks amazing.
I mean, Harry Potter is not really the world mentally that I'm in, but growing up, having watched the movies and read some of the books, I'm just like, it's a part, you know, of everything.
And it looks immersive, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
I love it. That's gonna be awesome. Y'all are gonna love that,
Dude, I can't wait. That's immediately following our annual trip to Garner State Park. It's going to be a busy summer, dude.
It's going to be
like
crazy.
Flying in, full steam ahead.
Jumping in head first.
But like in May, well, we had a whole bunch of new episodes. I hope everybody liked those. It seems like we've gotten some good feedback on them.
Yeah.
And we did give the goat back. We did give the goat back.
We did. Okay, so yeah, insider baseball here. Like, we didn't have the goat for more than like a couple hours, right?
I mean, did we have it?
Or did we go back and get it again?
No. We had it for
all-
one span of maybe 2 hours, and that was enough.
Dude,
I was so that goat. So those that didn't see the Goldthwait episode, go watch it. We in the episode, we buy a goat at the beginning of the show, and then I give it to my mom at the end of the show. And it looks like we have it all day just because of the way we edited it. We only had it for like 2 hours. But I thought,
2 hours
like,
too many.
This won't be that hard. This goat will know how to walk on a leash. Okay, goats probably shouldn't be leashed.
I know you didn't think that.
I thought
There's
it
no
would
way
at
you
least
thought
walk forward. It did nothing but bury its butt and like dig its heels in, and you had to
and it goes down on its elbows.
It went down on its elbows.
You're like, what are you doing?
I know. It's like a reverse sit. Like
It's
a dog
so-
would sit.
It's like a goat doing a downward dog. You're like,
it was.
no, that's not what you do.
Yeah, no, not unless you're a
You're a
goat
goat.
yoga. We could. That goat probably needs to go to goat yoga.
He needs to go to goat yoga. He's prepping.
A big hit.
Although he was
That
also
goat's-
big. That was not. We
It
said we
wasn't
were going
like
to get a
tiny
baby.
goat, and they gave us one.
No,
And I was
it
like,
wasn't
that's a sheep.
they're like city slickers. They don't know
I know,
nothing.
like they probably won't know the difference between a sheep and a goat.
Yeah.
It was the cutest baby sheep, like a couple days old.
I had talked to your brother recently, and he was saying that y'all actually had a goat growing up, and
We
that
had
you and
mini
him would
goats growing
sneak
up.
it into the house, and you put a diaper on it and tried to feed it because it didn't have a mom, right? So you had to take care of it.
Some of the goats would get abandoned by the
But
mom.
he was like, yeah, when parents weren't around, we'd try to sneak it in.
We did. We
and
diapered
put
it
some
up.
of your sister's diapers on. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So
You have goat experience.
We have goat experience. We had goats living in Comanche, but you couldn't get too attached to them because at any moment you'd walk out in the morning and be like, oh, where's Gray? Where's Stripe? And then you were like, oh no. And then you'd walk around the field and there it was, his body torn apart by coyotes
gosh.
at night. Like, that's just the
It's
ranch
living
life.
out on, living in the country.
In the country. That's country life.
I grew up with a lot of similar things, so that's kind of how it was.
Yeah. Oh, shelf coming down, dude. It was fun, but like having a goat for a little while was enough. That was enough.
That was definitely enough, man.
So I'm really curious what y'all's favorite episodes were. Hopefully you've seen them. If you haven't, they're on our YouTube or you can find them in reruns on PBS. But get out there, watch them. They were a lot of fun to make. And we've already started filming the next ones. And so season 16 is now in the rearview mirror. Season 17 is in the road ahead. And we're open
got
for
some good ones on.
We got some good ones. We've already filmed in the Rio Grande Valley. If people were following on social media.
Yep. Got a couple episodes there.
Went down to Roma and then McAllen. Mm-hmm. And then I've got a couple flex ones at the end of the season if people want to make suggestions. I'm just saying. Daniel, you've been responsible for a few episodes we've done. Like Pflugerville. We wouldn't have done that without you.
Pflugerville,
Rockwall, we would not have done that. Hutto. All the places Daniel lived.
I was going to say, I've lived in like 50 cities, so I'm kind of like, hey, I know a little bit about this city.
Liberty Hill was before you moved there.
I think we were in the process. Well, I grew up in the area, so like I knew it.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think at the time we weren't officially in Liberty Hill. We were just outside it. We were in Georgetown.
Oh, okay.
But we were like on the Liberty Hill Georgetown
That's
border.
right. You did live out.
So we were
really
there,
close.
but we weren't like in Liberty Hill.
So guys, we got
that's 4 cities.
Yeah, no man. That's it. The Tour de Daniel.
Tour de
That's what it is.
Daniel.
The but let's see. Mentioned Garner State Park. Finally doing that one. Look, the board over here. Roma Callan. Oh, there's some random stuff up here. I think we'll go back to Houston, but I don't know what to do in Houston. That would be where people could help me. I've got a long list of restaurants, but I need some other like weird. I need weird stuff in the middle.
And if you're going to give us ideas of a specific area or like mini region within Houston, not just sporadic, you know, like I like to do like north side or south side.
I do like it, but Houston, we've already broken that, but we've arranged by themes, thematic.
We have done thematic.
Historic Houston. You know, an episode I want to do is Old Austin.
Old Austin.
I think there's enough nostalgia for Old Austin.
And where would that encompass?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. No,
just the old part.
It would be the institutions of Austin.
Okay.
But we've already done like Broken Spoke. That would certainly be on the list.
And all the good old ones are dying.
I know. I mean, that's part of the thing. Like, get them before they're gone. Is Peter Pan Golf dead?
Man, is it?
I remember hearing it was going to, and then it's like, no, it's going to live.
There. I do remember hearing that, but I think it's still there.
But like Old Austin, gosh, I mean, in the back of the day, it would have been Threadgills, you know, rest in peace. Pour some out for the homies. No, what were the restaurants? Well, Dirty's, we did that in the UT
We did, and Dirty's
episode.
it looked like Dirty's was going to go down.
It did look like Dirty's was going to go down. I think that whole like whatever rail thing through UT got scrapped. It looked like Dirty's was going to be dead.
Yeah,
and that's one of the reasons. I was like, well, I got to do it before it's gone. Well, like gosh, what were some of the spots? I can't even remember.
And the ones that aren't there. Mexican food place.
Güeros on South Congress. I mean, that's kind of old Austin, but even man, I'd have to go back and look. Deep Eddy, that pool, we've never done that, and that's actually the oldest. That's older than. Well, I mean, they're both spring fed. Can't say it's older than Barton Springs, but I think the pool is technically older than Barton Springs.
Well, speaking of something that's no longer there, kind of sad. The Troll.
Oh yes,
I literally just saw that.
I saw it, man. So to give people context, there was a very special wooden troll that was in Peace Park, and it's like this artist who has these trolls around the world that are in natural settings, and they're amazing. And the name of the artist escapes me, but he had built one specifically for Austin. We included it in our downtown Austin episode, or like our UT and around episode.
Yeah.
And it was so cool. And just a little while ago, it burnt to the ground.
Yeah, this was like days ago.
I mean, it's funny. Like the trees around it don't look scorched. It looks like it spontaneously combusted with its troll powers. I mean, it literally does. It left one little circle
bowl was just on the ground.
I know the bowl where you make the sacrifices of water. There's one black circle. What happened?
It was clearly
I didn't
arson.
read it. It was arson.
Yeah, it was clearly arson. I mean, it was like you said, nothing around it was messed up. It was literally just lit one fire.
I mean, it was all made out of reclaimed wood.
It was basically timber.
Yeah,
I mean, it was just like this was a bonfire.
Man, we can't have nice things, can we?
Exactly. That's what I kept thinking. It's like we cannot have nice things.
Rest in peace, troll.
Was it Marlin?
Oof. Something like that. Merlin? No,
he said an impression, Merlin. Clearly.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry. I mean, the artist, the name of the troll. Everybody knows the troll.
Marin?
If only there were a device.
I know.
Anyways, the troll, no more.
Man, that's a sad, sad thing. Even New Austin is now gone. It's all going away. All going away.
Yeah.
Dude,
well, season 17.
Season 17.
Looking good.
It is looking good. It's looking good. So send in your tips, tricks, examples, whatever.
Oh, real quick. You know we're hitting the 200th episode this season.
Oh, that's a good question. Like, what if we poll them on what we should do?
Hey, it's not a bad idea.
200th episode.
Did you ever think you'd say that?
No.
That's insane.
That number doesn't even really like
200. What TV series has 200 episodes?
Yeah,
they actually are like in seasons that are years, you know,
Yes.
not just like
So 200
episodes,
episodes, half hour. It would take 100 hours to watch all of the Daytripper episodes. 100 hours.
That's a lot of
3
chat.
days. 3 days, 4 days, 4.5 days. Woo. That's a long time.
Oh,
72,
man.
no, 96 hours. 5 days. That's a lot. Whatever it is, my math's bad, but like that's a lot of days.
It's basically 100 hours.
Yeah, 100 hours.
Yeah.
Think of all you could do in 100 hours and to waste it on our show. Please don't do that, y'all. No, we have a 100 hour. Would they do it like Alamo Drafthouse back in the day? The butt numbathon.
Oh,
you remember
gosh.
this?
Yeah,
It was
and they would do
100
like the big binge.
Yeah, like 72 hours of movies. We're gonna put that to shame. We're gonna watch 100 hours of the Daytripper. I'm not sitting through that.
No
People
way.
can. I'll show up.
Well, I already have sat through that.
Yeah,
so
we've
it
sat
took-
through way more than 100
It
hours.
took 16
sadly.
years.
Sadly.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Oh, man. All right, guys. So let's break for our sponsor of this podcast, Don Hewlett Chevrolet Buick. So if you've been following along, you know Don Hewlett's tagline is Texas True. Well, people often ask, like, what does that mean? Well, if you think about the values that epitomize the Lone Star State, Don Hewlett tries to live it every day. Honesty, loyalty, long-term relationships. We say this, they don't want to just sell you a vehicle. They want to form a trustworthy relationship with your family for so long. They sell your kids, maybe even your grandkids' vehicles because, and that's true for a lot of families in Georgetown. They wouldn't buy a car anywhere else because they formed that relationship with Don Hewlett Chevrolet Buick. So it's about doing business the right way, realizing the community at large is more important than the customer. The customer is the community. So they contribute to schools, nonprofits, they're family owned. Nothing is just a transaction. It's trust that goes over generations. So if you're in the market for a car, truck, SUV, go to donhewlett.com and start your relationship with them. They're my dealership. We drive Don Hewlett Chevys.
We do.
And we love it so much. They're a phenomenal supporter, and I know the family well. So personally vouching, you're not going to find more Texas True folks, and they epitomize all those values. All right, donhewlett.com. Check it out. Okay, Daniel, meanwhile in Texas, let's talk about the things that have been going on in the Lone Star State.
Let's do it.
You go first.
Well, I had to have some notes today because we're going to talk about nuclear fusion.
What?
Yeah.
I've never
fusion.
seen you bring a notepad to the podcast ever.
Well, I had to make sure that I get things right because we're going to talk about radioactive chemicals and different bond structures and all this kind of
Why?
stuff. So.
Why?
Okay, I'm just kidding. We're not going to go that in depth.
Yeah.
But no, here's what I found. This is pretty insane. A Dallas ISD 7th grader, his name's Aiden McMillan.
Okay.
He is trying to do a Guinness World Record as the youngest person to make nuclear fusion.
What? Can you do that? He's going to blow up all of DFW.
See, I thought that initially, and that's why I was like, okay, I need to do some research. So let me just start by saying, so he started this project when he was 8 years old.
Oh my God.
It took him 2 years to actually build the device. It looks like, a little 1 foot by 1 foot box. It has lots of other things going on with it. But it took him 4 years to achieve fusion.
He's done that. He's done it?
He's actually done it.
With
He's
a
done it.
homemade?
I mean,
reactor.
So he actually has a whole thing that he set up so that he was able to get funds. I think it's cost so far more than $20,000.
Oh my gosh.
To create this thing that he's done. The reason that he said he's doing it is because he believes it's the energy of the future.
Sure.
Okay, so this is an energy
I'll buy
source.
that. I'll buy that.
So I had to, well, first of all, what were you doing when you were 12 years old?
I was banging sticks together.
That's what I'm saying. Like when I was 12, I was probably playing in the dirt, riding a bike around the block and thinking I was
doing nothing good.
No.
Poking dead possums with sticks. Like I didn't kill the possums, but like find something dead and poke it.
Poke it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, 12 years old, he's making fusion. Okay, so
crazy.
You've heard of fusion and fission.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know I've heard of these things, Daniel. Of course.
Okay, so fission splits atoms.
Fission splits atoms.
Which is more dangerous,
fission,
right?
A fissure,
Okay.
a split.
Fusion fuses atoms.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So the idea is that the machine replicates the power generation of the sun.
Okay. Yeah.
So what you're creating is a plasma that actually can't touch the sides of the box and everything, but it's suspended somehow. So don't ask me how.
Science.
So somehow that plasma is hotter than the core of the sun.
Okay. All
so
right.
that's the goal. You're creating energy, right? And they call it the holy grail of clean energy because it uses hydrogen, which is
abundant.
found in water. It has 0 greenhouse emissions, no radioactive waste.
Okay.
The problem, it takes more energy to run it than it does that it creates.
Produces. Okay.
All right. At least so far. So anytime you always hear you watch a documentary, you hear people talking about nuclear fusion. It's this idea that if we can achieve, then this is the perfect energy. The problem is it just takes so much energy to make it happen. And I did recently actually see something in France. They're making this thing. It's 20,000 tons, 100 feet tall, the biggest structure like you've ever seen. It is what this kid created on a massive scale because they're trying to actually do this thinking, if we can do this, this is the ultimate power source.
And then it'll start to self-sustain, right? It'll be
I guess there's a process to sustain it, yes.
Okay.
But even that thing that they're spending like $28-30 billion on in France, it's not going to be done for another decade or two.
Okay.
And they're already saying it's hopeful that it will produce more energy than it takes. So it's like, man, we're talking about future stuff here. We're not there yet.
Yeah. Put this kid in charge.
This kid needs to be in charge of that.
We get
Send him to France.
Get the French guys out of here.
That's what I was going to say.
This guy needs to be.
Clearly, 12-year-old gets it, right?
Dude.
He knows.
So much smarter than me, man. Maybe everybody looks at the next generation as like we're doomed or whatever, but maybe not.
A kid over here in Dallas ISD
crazy
building a fusion reactor.
I did hear an interesting thing that kind of dovetails into that this Gen Z, Gen Alpha, because of their access to information, we're starting to identify more savants and Mensa type kids earlier because they're doing stuff like this because they're going on the internet and they're listening to lectures by the best scientists in the world.
Absolutely.
And they're able to synthesize the information. Now, of course, there's a lot of kids just, whatever, doom scrolling and getting dumber.
Brain rot.
But there are kids who are using it as a tool and doing crazy stuff.
And I don't see a problem, honestly, with getting tons of information off of YouTube, for example. But you have to know where you're getting it and if it's a reliable source. Because it used to be that, the smart kids go to the library to learn more. But even at a certain point, anybody could write a book.
Anyway, that's true.
There was a point where it's like, you wrote a book, you know what you're talking about. Yeah. So that's a reliable source. I think nowadays it's just as reliable as crap that could be on YouTube.
On YouTube, that's true.
But you're right. The kids that are smart and are wanting to do things, there is almost always a way to find the material.
They can go do it. You got to be a self-starter.
You really do.
And when I blow up my garage because I tried to build my own nuclear reactor, I saw it on Reddit, maybe you should have vetted it a little more. There's a bunch of bad information, but the smart kids can differentiate.
And then the dumb kids were over here with a stick poking
a dead possum. That's all. Poke. Oh man, look, it's guts. I wonder.
Oh man,
that's true. Okay, here's what I found. All right, Daniel, I think it's finally time to kill the mockingbird. What?
You're not supposed to. That was another book.
Yeah,
you don't kill the mockingbird.
It's time to kill the mockingbird.
Okay.
And there is a growing group of people that are saying the mockingbird, as the state bird of Texas, has had its time. And we need to replace it because it was a bad choice from the very beginning.
To kill all the mockingbirds?
No. We're not going to kill the mockingbirds. I like the mockingbirds. They're awesome. And there's a reason it was picked as the state bird. But when you look at the mockingbird as a symbol of the Lone Star State, it might not be the best choice. So let's go back and start to unpack this. So
I could see that.
It was 1927. Governor Dan Moody was the first person. He signed a resolution naming the mockingbird as the state bird of Texas. Now, we were the very first state to name a state bird.
Really?
So we got to pick out all of them. We picked the mockingbird.
Okay.
Now, no surprises, a couple other states have copied us. The mockingbird is not just Texas's state bird, it's 4 other states. So there's 5 of us.
The mockingbird's in a lot of states.
Well, that's
not
another
specific
thing.
to Texas.
So the range of the mockingbird is essentially all of the continental U.S.
Oh, man.
So it's not exactly a rare bird. The reason it was picked is because of its fierce, protective nature and independent spirit, perfectly mirroring the character of a true Texan. They've noticed the bird's courageous, aggressive defense of its family, which, dude, you ever seen a mockingbird go after a hawk?
That. Yeah.
They're fearless.
I've almost been attacked by a mockingbird.
Yeah.
Too close to the nest. It didn't like it.
It doesn't, it'll start pecking your head. We had one that was nesting by our trampoline growing up, and it would come out and attack you anytime you were on the trampoline. But so cool, but not that unique.
No.
And now there's 5 states with the mockingbird. Maybe it's time we go in and we find a more Texan bird to replace it. This is starting to get some traction. Like Tex Highways did a whole article about it. Social media is kind of buzzing with it right now. And so if we're going to replace the mockingbird, what are we going to do it with? I mean, 1927, let's give it 100 years. And in 2027, we replace it. We say it was the 100-year
I like that.
era of the mockingbird. What are we going to go with now as a replacement, though?
We have green jays.
So, dude, very good. So I
like the green jay.
The green jay, beautiful bird. You look at it, it looks super tropical. Only found in southern Texas. That's its only range in the entire United States.
So that makes sense.
The green jay.
Or the painted bunting.
Oh, the painted bunting.
Another pretty one.
And the green jay and the painted bunting, neither one of those are anyone else's state bird.
They are. Or the golden cheek warbler.
There you go, Daniel. Now you're thinking.
I've been birding with you on shoots. I know some things.
So the golden cheek warbler, its only breeding ground is in Texas.
So you're talking about all 3 of those.
You're talking about an exclusively when it comes to the U.S. an exclusively Texan bird, and I'm all for those.
Okay,
but those are all beautiful, colorful birds, songbirds, kind of thing, kind of small. So there were some other ones that I think that are gaining traction. The Roadrunner.
Ooh.
That's kind of like the West.
Okay. It's fast.
Fast. Like you see it with the cactus and the rattlesnakes and all that stuff. Like it feels Texan.
Does anybody have that one?
New Mexico does.
Dang it.
I know.
And that actually fits too.
I know. The Roadrunner would be a good one, but I'm going to take it off the table just because New Mexico beat us to the punch.
Yeah, and I think that's fair.
Yeah.
We don't need to copy.
Okay, what about this one?
Mockingbirds?
Yeah, you're right. Copy things? Yeah. Very good. Rio Grande turkey, the wild turkey.
Benjamin Franklin wanted the turkey to be the state or the nation's bird.
Yeah,
and that was weird.
It's beautiful though. I mean, a big tom when it's got its tail out.
That's true.
I mean,
okay, but here's the problem.
Yeah,
you can't hunt a state bird, and people love hunting.
Oh yeah,
turkey,
you're right.
Especially in Texas,
we couldn't kill it anymore. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and take that one off the table. And also the if we're taking the mockingbird off because its range is too big, the Rio Grande turkey's everywhere.
That is true. Okay,
so,
I got one.
It's everywhere.
It does have a range, but it has 2 specific spots, and one of them is in Texas. What about the whooping crane?
So I was thinking about that.
Yeah,
the whooping crane is the largest bird in North America. We have its feasting grounds where it raises its babies. I mean, whooping crane. I'll go for a whooping crane.
That's a good one.
That's a very good one.
You can't hunt it.
Beautiful
it's already
bird.
Protected.
Right. So no one's.
They're big, just like Texans.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like everything's big in Texas.
Big span. Like its wingspan's like 8 foot wide. It's like the influence of Texas. Our span is nationwide. So okay, there were some other ones. I'm not putting these up for debate, but everybody's like, I think it has to be the grackle.
Oh my gosh, no!
Or this was another one: the midnight Whataburger seagull. The Whataburger seagull, the one that's in the parking lot eating all the fries that fell out of the to-go bags.
I'm dead.
Oh my gosh. That just maybe for consideration. But my vote is, I think, oh man, it's hard. I like either the golden cheek warbler. The painted bunting is a beautiful bird, and it's got a pretty big range. Mm-hmm. The green jay is awesome.
Yeah.
All 3 of those would be great state birds.
Did you had those all written down?
I did. All right here, dude.
Dang, I know things, man.
It's like, man. It's like we've learned something together on a time or two. So, man, I think let's give the mockingbird one more year.
Yeah.
And then let's take it off the books and we'll find a more Texan bird.
Let's see what other people think,
dude, you know what? The one that we're starting to see around, the caracara, the Mexican eagle, dude. That thing is everywhere now in Texas.
It's called the Mexican eagle.
Yeah, that's true.
You want to rename it? The Tejas eagle?
The
Texas eagle?
Valid point. All right, maybe that one's off.
Let's see what people think. They need to make some comments.
Yeah, make some comments. Let us know.
State bird should be.
What is the official state bird?
And if they could defend the Mockingbird, if they want to defend the Mockingbird,
if you think
do
the
it.
Mockingbird's the right one. Mockingbirds are everywhere. I've got them in my backyard every morning. All right. So let's jump ahead. This month in Texas history. Here we go. This is where we find a story that's relevant to the month, so June, that we can talk about. So this month in Texas history, let's talk about Bessie Coleman, Daniel.
Bessie Coleman.
Bessie Coleman. You look a little confused. Okay, let me tell you about her. She has murals painted of her.
Okay.
Everywhere from New York to Chicago to Florida.
Okay.
But she was a Texan. So who was Bessie Coleman? Well, Bessie was the first black woman and the first Native American to hold a pilot's license.
Oh, wow.
Yep. She was the first known black person to earn an international pilot's license as well.
Wow.
That's amazing.
When did that happen?
So this happened back in the 1920s. Let's talk about Bessie. Bessie was born in Atlanta, Texas in 1892 to a family of sharecroppers. Her dad was black and Native American, and her mother was black. She worked in the cotton fields as a child, but had an interest in flying very early. However, in that time, there were no opportunities to earn a pilot's license for African Americans, but also women.
Yeah.
And we were talking about in the very early 1900s. It brought me back to the Wasp Museum we went to in Sweetwater about the women pilots who had to fly covert missions during World War II because women weren't allowed to fly. And we trained them up, we put them in planes, and they flew all kinds of really important missions.
Targets hanging behind their planes for the guys to shoot at.
That's
practice.
Yes. So this is even before that.
That's insane.
Bessie Coleman was absolutely a pioneer. So without any opportunities for African Americans, Native Americans, and women to have flight training here in the U.S., she went to France. Someone from Chicago funded her trip to France, and she earned her license, which was an absolutely huge feat. So what is she going to do with it? Well, there was no real way for her to earn a living because she couldn't, commercial flight wasn't a thing yet.
Okay.
And so she had to learn how to be a barnstormer stunt flyer. So she comes back to the United States, becomes a stunt flyer, becomes hugely popular. She's also a speaker trying to break racial and gender barriers all across the United States. Very, very popular, both here and abroad. Bessie Coleman, if you lived in that time, you would have known this name. Like, just absolutely slaying barriers.
Yeah.
So she became a legend even during her life. However, she did love to push things through the limit. And in 1926, she died in a plane crash over Jacksonville, Florida, preparing for an air show.
Oh, man.
So she died like she lived, which was max to the limit. But she was a brave pioneer, an inspiration to many folks looking to break all these fictitious barriers we put in place when they really have no business being there. But it was June when she earned her pilot's license.
Wow.
So we celebrate her this month. Pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really cool.
So I've seen her image in little bios in some of the history museums we've gone to, but never really studied her that much. And I feel ashamed to say, like, pretty cool. We'll include it. We hadn't done an Atlanta show. Maybe we'll go to Atlanta.
I was going to say, I know of Atlanta. I can't tell you where it is right now.
Yeah, Northeast Texas. Like Texas.
I could point to a region, but like I wouldn't. If I had to pick on a map, it'd take me a minute.
Hot Atlanta, up in the Northeast, like Dangerville. There's an Atlanta State Park up there too. So
all right,
it's got plenty of day trip.
We might have to do that trip, and then we could talk about her there.
Exactly. All right, y'all. Texas Music Minute. Let's jump ahead. It's time to rock.
We're gonna rock.
I don't know if you've noticed, but rock music has died, Daniel.
I have noticed. We went through the 90s, called it alternative, and then all of a sudden after that, everybody just got depressed and died.
Dude, you're from Austin. I was here. 101X, baby.
Dude, I know. I went to a 101X fest.
Dude.
Do you remember those?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I never went, but it would have been like Stained.
I think Stained Puddle of Mud was there. Metallica was supposed to actually show up one year, and they didn't, and everybody got so upset.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah, I remember them all.
Man, so rock music, my son and the guys he runs around with love rock music, but they're listening to all the 90s
the old stuff.
and 2000 stuff because they don't have rock bands. Well, I found a rock band.
Really?
From Austin, Texas. And we're
Like
going to listen
current?
to them right now. They're brand new. They're making cool music. It kind of reminds me of Soundgarden.
Okay.
And so they're called Gran Moreno. They're heavy psychedelic rock duo based in Austin, formed by two Mexican-born brothers, Ricardo and Christian Rodriguez. They're calling this genre psych fuzz.
Psychedelic.
I mean, you couldn't call it alternative. People are like, nah, I don't,
heard
whatever.
that,
So
90s.
psychedelic fuzz.
Okay.
In January of this year, they dropped their first album, El Sol, and this is their song, Temple of Fire.
Ooh.
Are we ready? I mean,
Let's go.
We're going to rock.
Let's do it. Right off the bat, you hear the fuzz. That's
Dude, I know.
that's a fuzz pedal. Like that's a sound with the electric
I mean,
guitar.
if Chris Cornell's vocals came in, I'd be like, yeah.
And there's a psychedelic. Ozzy.
Yeah.
You hear some
Ozzy, that's
Osbourne.
that's some Crazy Train action right there. I just like, as soon as I heard this song, and it came on a KUT top album, like top music playing on KUT.
Okay.
I was like, I hadn't heard of that, so I play it. I'm like, took me back, man. I was instantly in my black Jeep Cherokee playing some rock music. In this video, he's singing into a phone. And I don't know if they recorded it in the phone or not.
Is it an actual phone? Or is that just the mic?
Could be a prop for the video, I don't know. But sometimes people, if they're looking for a sound, they'll record into a device, right? I like this vibe here, too. A little bit of Latin. I dig it.
I hear there's a cross between like something Latin and something Native American.
Yeah. And then you just bring
And then
it
back to the...
I know. There.
Oh, this is cool.
There's something I'm hearing. I don't know if it's like Queens of the Stone Age or... Oh,
That's
man.
good. That's really cool.
It is good. It is good.
Dude, we haven't had alternative rock, whatever you want to call it, for a while.
Yes.
It's disappeared.
It's disappeared. And like, I didn't realize it until my son started listening to all this. He's like, Dad, why don't people make music like this anymore? I was like, oh gosh, you're right.
Yeah.
We don't have rock bands. I mean, we've had some people that have kind of bordered on rock bands.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, like I'm thinking of the Kings of Leon or the Strokes, but they're old now. You know, they're close to 15, 20 years old now.
Right.
And then now the rock zone is really being held down by like kind of quasi country people, like
That's true.
Treaty Oak Revival,
And
like some of the heavier country artists. Some of Gavin Adcock's stuff. It's hard to lump him in with that, but Co Wetzel, some of those guys, and those are some Texas guys. Like they're like, wait, is this rock? It's swamp rock. It's kind of country rock, but like rock.
But that kind of brings up a point. Like music used to feel a little bit more divided. It was like lanes, right?
Yes.
Do you feel like as time has gone by that those lanes have kind of just like bled into each other?
Totally.
Because they have a psychedelic fuzz, whatever sound, but that would have just been labeled rock.
It would have, yeah.
You know, and it's like
rock music.
They may not want to just be called rock because to them maybe rock is something too specific and not what they are.
What they are,
you know?
Yeah, they probably don't want to be lumped in with some of that, like the Puddle of Muds or whatever.
Yeah,
you know, not to dog them too much, but you know what I mean? Like what people think of as rock music. They're doing like, gosh, now you mentioned it so much. Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath. There's a bunch of retro stuff in there too. So it's fun, but you know, you always had the genre benders. Leonard Skinner came out and people didn't know where to put them because they were Southern rock, but they were country kind of too.
Right.
So I was like, wait, what lane are we in? So people have been doing that for a long time, but I feel like it's even muddier now. Well, because like, I mean, people aren't really listening to terrestrial radio, but like you had a rock station and when you went to that, you had a rock station, and if they played something not rock, everybody riot them like, man, they stink now, and country played country.
Dude.
But with streaming, it's like, it's all a mess.
It doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
either.
It doesn't matter at all.
Like,
doesn't matter at all.
You make good music and people will listen to it. And if it's not good, people don't listen to it.
Yeah.
I like this. This is good.
Gran Moreno, look them up. Austin, support Austin music. Support local music wherever you are. Support
Absolutely.
Texas music.
Speaking
of Texan artists, Casey Musgraves is having a moment right now. Have you been paying attention?
I have not.
I mean, we could have featured her. No, she got a new album. Like, she's the it girl. Again,
you just mean in general. Okay.
Yeah, in general.
I was like, what happened?
So Texas music, there's a lot of Texas artists right now who are the coolest kids in town.
Sure.
Casey Musgraves being one of them. But support the lesser known folks too. All right, here we go. Questions from the back seat. So this is a question, Daniel, that I got multiple times over the weekend.
Okay.
Hey, Chet, was that AI? Are you AI? Like I saw, and this is what it's come up with. Hey, you went to Monaco, but was that all AI?
Oh.
I was like, no, I really went to Monaco. But
yes, he really went to Monaco.
Yeah, exactly, Daniel. I went to Monaco. Tell the people.
Know the truth.
No, but dude, it's just indicative of the era we're living in. And this has come from Mary Carroll. This came in via email. I have Philo, which is a streaming service. When I'm watching something there, I've been seeing ads for the Texas Lottery. It's your image and voice, but I don't see the ads with over-the-air TV. I'm curious, are these ads legit or are they all AI? I'm like, what? And then I had people family members ask me over the weekend.
They really thought that was AI.
Yeah, like, well, did you do that or was that AI? And I'm like, what are you talking about? But we're questioning everything now.
I guess you have to nowadays.
You have to. So if you've been listening to the podcast, I really did go to Monaco. There's a Texas Lottery scratch ticket right now that I got to be a part of the promotion of. There's a podcast we did about the trip to Monaco. Go listen to it. Wonderful. I really went to Monaco. But this was funny to me, just what we're doing. And I'm doing it too. Anything I see online, I'm going, wait, that's not real.
100%. There's some crazy stuff out there. AI.
Where are we headed with this, dude? When we don't know what reality and what not, our inclination is going to be to just not trust anything. And we're already almost there.
I feel like at the cusp of coming into a new technology, whatever it is, everybody is so against it and questions it. And that's just natural. Because if you look back in the past, like when the railroad, was come through and like we had that, everybody was just like, this is not good.
Not good. Yeah, it's going to change everything.
When people went from scrolls in the biblical days to books, people did not like, it doesn't matter what it is. There's always a huge like pushback against it. This I can see why, because if you're stealing the name, image, and likeness of somebody else, that's not good. But also people could do that when it came to like a book, for example. You could pretend to be somebody or not. There's always going to be those things. So I honestly feel, and then I have a lot of people that will ask me things specifically like, AI is going to take your job.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm waiting. Like, prove it. Because right now, like I play around with things just to see if it works. And I'm like, AI ain't there.
No, it ain't
Not
there.
even close,
It ain't there.
So
we would love for it to be able to edit the shows or help us edit and organize just a little bit. Of course, not take the personal touch out, but like, it
like
can't
organize
it can't even do
footage,
basic stuff.
There's a lot of things where it's just like, well, not the way we want it.
No, I know. We're trying.
No, but I do think that I think AI is going to be a tool that creatives are able to use. I think right now creatives are concerned it's going to completely take their job. I think the way it's going to end up, hopefully, is that AI is going to be more of a tool that certain people can utilize. Yeah, because you still have to hold its hand so much.
I agree. But yes, I'm all in. I think AI is going to be helpful in the long run, but it's going to basically wither away us seeing something and believing that a real human actually did it. And maybe at the end of the day, it doesn't matter that much. If you saw a picture of me in Monaco a decade ago, you'd be like, when did Chet go to Monaco? Now you're like, oh, AI or not. AI. And maybe at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. It's promoting something. Maybe. So, but watching the deterioration of that foundational thing that we've always known. When we see something, either Hollywood did it with an extreme budget, or it was actually real. And you'd probably be like, well, Hollywood probably wouldn't waste their time with an extreme budget to do that. But now when anyone can create anything that isn't actually truthful, that's when it starts to deteriorate our reliance on anything.
But you also got to think that as time goes on, I think we are going, as humans, we're going to get better about figuring out whether or not it is AI. Because even our kids right now, there's things where our kids could be like, that's AI. And I'm like, are you sure? And they're like, 100%.
Yeah.
And I'll look it up and I'm like, yeah, that was AI.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm getting better too, but like, it just depends on what it is. Like, obviously there's things you can look at and be like, yeah, that doesn't make sense that would be real. But even beyond that, Chet and Monaco, like, it's not 100% likely that a guy that stays in Texas goes to Monaco, but also this is for the Texas lottery people.
Yeah.
There's the tie.
Yes.
It's
an interesting thing because, like, you bring up a good point. There's always been ways that people could lie about stuff, and we are always apt to and prone to question new technology. But this feels different for me, and it might just be because it's where I'm living, and it felt different for every other generation.
I think that I don't know because I wasn't there, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. I think we are experiencing this.
Yeah, but like. Here we go. Like the Odyssey is coming out, right? And everybody's super pumped, and that comes out this month. And Matt Damon's in it. Yeah. And I like Matt Damon as an actor. And so I'm gonna go, okay, Matt Damon, cool. That's Matt Damon. Now, if you told me like Matt Damon wasn't really in that was an AI Matt Damon, I go, oh, what? But at the end of the day, does it really matter?
No, that's tough.
Yeah, so that's where I'm thinking. It's like, does it matter? It's still gonna be a good movie.
If you told me all the characters in it were AI or, were fictitious, just generated, I don't think I'd care. But if you're trying to play off that somebody that was an actor I liked was in it, I don't think I'd like that.
Okay.
I don't pretend Matt Damon was in it if he isn't actually in it.
Yeah.
But if you said from the get-go, like, yeah, none of these are real people, why would I care? I think the actors care because that was a spot they could have actually acted, and now they can't.
And that's a whole other issue. I don't want actors to lose their jobs.
Is hating AI
because
of the potential.
It's going to turn some things on its head.
And I get that. But we have no acting skills, so it doesn't affect.
Valid. Or podcast skills. Why aren't people watching this? No, but anyway, I really did go to Monaco, and we're having a philosophical discussion about AI. Maybe that's its own podcast. But it's affecting our world too. We're trying to navigate this.
We are, and I play lightly on.
And we are really sitting here in this podcast studio. Me, Daniel's real. This Coke I'm drinking is real.
This cactus really hurts.
This cactus is real.
I mean,
a cactus. Oh, yeah, everything's already fake anyway.
Yeah. What's real anymore, y'all?
Right.
Come on.
Right. Okay. Here was something we got. This was a comment left on our Big Bend episode by Flavior.
Okay.
It said, he watched the Big Bend things. He said, oh, honestly, I'm kind of scared how remote all that looks. Are the trails clearly marked, or how do you keep oriented in Big Bend?
It depends on where you are in Big Bend. But
it depends on where you are. I will say this. It's a national park. The trails are very clearly marked. Now, you can intentionally go off trail, and then you're on your own, buddy. You could die out there, and people do.
If y'all have watched the show for a little while, you know of John Mark, who used to be with us, and he was the guy with the big beard. He actually went out to Big Bend biking with a bunch of friends, and they got off trail, didn't realize it, and they were lost and didn't have all the water, things they needed. He thought he was going to die.
What?
They happened upon some cabin on some random area that was like way away from everything. You got to talk to him about this. So
I haven't heard this story.
John Mark thought he was going to die.
It got that bad?
It was that bad.
Wow.
So that's the only reason I would say. Are the trails clearly marked? Yes, if you have experience with trails in general.
Yeah.
Because there are people who are like, oh, I've never done a trail before. It's like, okay, make sure you keep your eyes up. Pay attention to the way the ground looks. Look for any signage and take a map and take water.
Take a map.
Be prepared. Scouts motto. Like, you have to be prepared.
But like the popular trails,
you should be fine.
You're going to be fine. It's really hard to get off a popular trail.
And yet people do it.
I know.
So,
that baffles me.
This is how it happens right here. It's like on my phone, just kind of looking around, trying to figure out, what's happening in the world around me whenever I should be like in the moment.
In the moment. I will. If you go to Big Bend, I don't want to discourage anyone from going to Big Bend. If you go to Big Bend and you're aware, you're not going to have a problem at all. But if you're like going to go into the backcountry, well, that's a whole nother level of stuff. And you just know what you're doing there, and you better be really prepared with a map, a GPS, maybe a GPS phone or whatever, sat phone, and all that.
And don't go by yourself.
Oh, gosh, no.
Go with a group.
Don't ever go by yourself.
And always check in as soon as you get to the station. Right when you get there, let them know that you're there. Sign in.
Yep.
Ask them what's closed, what's open, what should I do? Yep. Here's what I'm thinking. Their job is to literally tell you all of that stuff.
And when they ask, do you have water? Don't look at the 16.9 ounce bottle of water in your hand and go, I've got water. That doesn't count.
No.
Drink 3 of those before you leave, and then bring 2 full Nalgene water bottles.
We always have a rule, like whenever going out to West Texas on shoots and stuff, is if you don't have to pee like the second you get out of the car continually, you're not hydrated enough.
Exactly.
It's like you should feel like every 30 minutes, I gotta pee. That means you're hydrated.
Yes. Thank you. Exactly. All right. So this was a double question we actually got from Raymond Latham and Steve Olick, both wanting to know about the Texas play at Palo Duro Canyon.
Okay.
So they asked, how long has the Texas play been around? We'd love to know more about the play Texas at Palo Duro Canyon. So this is a time-honored tradition. Palo Duro Canyon is the second largest canyon in America. It's right outside of Canyon, Texas, which is just south of Amarillo. It's beautiful. Palo Duro Canyon is stunning. I brought my kids there last summer, and they blew all their minds. Inside, down in the canyon, there is a theater where every night during the summer, pretty much, they show this epic play, Texas. It's a musical. It's got horses. It's got cowboys. It's got shootouts. It's got romance. It's got fights. It's got big stage jazz numbers. It's wild. It's like 3 hours long.
Crazy.
And I was like, my kids are going to tap out. They didn't. They loved it.
Really?
The whole time. They loved it the whole time. So this summer actually will be their 60th season. It goes back to 1966. And it will be running from June 11th to August 1st. So half a month of June, the entire month of July, every night except Mondays. So head out there. I will highly recommend it. It goes down at dusk. The backdrop of the stage is Palo Duro Canyon.
So cool.
And so there's fires that they light up on the canyon walls. And it basically tells the story of the settlers in the canyon. So talking Charles Goodnight about his basic journey and settlement and, the conflicts with the Indians and all kinds of stuff. Stagecoaches.
How would you say it compares to the Fandangle?
The Fandangle. Yeah, you got to mention the Albany Fandangle. Close.
It's
close.
Similar?
It's a little less community. The Fandangle's really good. It's all community people. These in Palo Duro, these are all like professional actors that will be there all summer doing it.
Wow. Okay.
So it's kind of like the stages are a little nicer. The costuming's a little bit, not to discount, the Fandangle's a wonderful performance. The Texas play is more like a professional theater.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. All right. So next up, fan rants and musings. All right. We got a hilarious one, Daniel. This came in from Joshua Meir. He sends in this note. He says, "Hey, Chet, I first want to say I love your show. My dad turned me onto it years ago, but in the Elgin episode, you made me think of Lloyd Christmas. I brought it up, so I thought I should mention it. So I'll put..."
I know exactly. Is it whenever they were at the ski lodge?
Yes. So here we go. Lloyd Christmas and Chet.
Oh my gosh.
Ta-da!
Oh my gosh.
Lloyd, Chet. Lloyd, Chet. Lloyd, Chet. I don't see a difference. They're
gosh.
They're the same picture. Oh man, I love it.
That's pretty good.
It's funny because it's true, and that means you know who you were.
Was I dumb or dumber?
Yeah, exactly. We don't have to differentiate. Oh man, I love Joshua. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah, that's
great.
Made
us all laugh out loud when we got your email. All right, here's a comment that came from Paul Werner about the jalapeno being sissified by the Texas A&M Aggies. He says, "Why would Texas A&M betray their Texas brethren, revolt, and demand your heat?"
Yeah, there you go.
Which is true. So that reel kind of went viral. I was talking to my aunt. Well, she's not an aunt, she's a cousin. But Ruth, you know Ruth. She's a deep Aggie, big Aggie family. And I was talking, we razz each other all the time. I said, "Did you know it was your people who made our jalapenos a bunch of sissies peppers?" And she goes, "I know." She goes, and she goes, "Did you also know they have the fool yous?" I was like, "What is a fool you?" And she's been planting them. They were made by A&M. She goes, "It's jalapenos that just taste like bell peppers. I got a bunch of them, but they're called fool yous because they're the size of jalapeno."
And that was A&M that did that.
That was A&M, and she uses them for dips and stuff like that. I'm like, no, just use a bell pepper, Ruth.
My goodness.
Come on.
My goodness.
So she plants spicy jalapenos and fool yous on different sides of her garden.
And that's the only way she probably knows which is which.
Yeah, because they look exactly the same. That's why they're called fool yous. All right, man, this email came in and it just warmed my heart. It says, "Good morning. We're huge fans of the Daytripper so much we fell in love with Texas through the show and recently moved here from Tennessee. We've watched it so often that now our almost 2-year-old son wakes up every morning and the first thing he says is, 'Daytripper, Daytripper.' We just wanted to share how much we love the show, how much joy it's brought our family. We're hoping a day trip to Georgetown someday to check out the headquarters. Hope you have a great day. Here's a video, the Long family in San Antonio." This is one of maybe the cutest video we have ever gotten on the Daytripper, and I give it to you. Listen to this little kid.
Baba and Daytripper. Right? It's a morning ritual.
Oh, man, I love it.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't even know if my kids liked the Daytripper that much.
Well, he could be going, "Not again, not again." That's what I do when I wake up. I got to go to work. Daytripper. Not the Daytripper.
He can't, he's only... It was just a dream. He can't hurt you.
No,
I go to work with the Daytripper.
He's under my bed.
He can't hurt me. Oh,
that's the cutest thing I think I've ever seen.
The cutest thing.
Oh,
Thank you so much, Jacob Long. That is a precious baby. And again, the future of Texas is in good hands. We're training them up. We're training them up. Man, guys, hey, thank y'all so much for watching the show, listening to the Daytripper podcast. Remember, like, subscribe, do all the things, help us grow. Leave us a little review. That stuff helps a ton. Thank you to Don Hewlett Chevrolet Buick for being Texas True and sponsoring the show. Mixmaster Alex over here as the producer. Thank you, Alex. Daniel, time to wrap it up.
All right, wrap it up. I'm Daniel. Goodbye.
And bye con Dios, amigos.